Hey everyone, I'm Joel on the road, and today my UNESCO World Heritage journey is at Mont Saint Michel in northern France. So this is Mont Saint Michel, a fortress and monastery sitting on a rocky outcrop in the middle of a bay. It's existed since the 11th century, and it's been used as a monastery, a holy place of pilgrimage, a fortress and a prison, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's one of the most visited places in all of France. Let's check it out. On a rocky outcrop in the middle of a bay, it's obviously very, very defendable, and it's been fortified since ancient times. One of the most notable incidents came in 1433 when a full-scale attack by the English was repelled by only a handful of local troops garrisoned here. Of course, somewhere that's hard to get into is also somewhere that's very hard to get out of, and it was used as a prison for many years as well. So although in the 19th century there was a population of around 1,500 people living on this tiny island, many of them prisoners, these days the permanent population is only around 44 people, give or take a handful. There's also a very small community of monks and nuns that live here. As you can see, most of the old houses here have been converted into tourist shops, restaurants and hotels. So this is the original abbey that you can see behind me, and this is the part that dates from the 11th century. Now we're 80 meters above sea level here on the top of the rock, and it's just such a dramatic spot. You have fantastic views over the bay as well. Now I've heard that inside is really beautiful, so let's check it out. So this is the interior of the abbey, and it's dedicated to the Archangel St Michael, hence the name Mont St Michel. Now you can really see here the beautiful simplicity of the construction. It's all granite, and at this end is Romanesque, behind me is the Gothic extension, and they have such different styles, but the whole thing is very, very unified as well. It's very beautiful. So we've just finished our tour inside the abbey, and although it's not visually striking like many of the places we've been to, technically speaking, it is very, very impressive because most of what you can see is perched on top of the rock and wrapped around it. And when you consider they were using medieval construction methods, that's even more impressive. It's quite unusual here because although it's a world famous spot, it's actually quite small. There's only a couple of streets, the abbey and the walls, and once you've explored all of those, which only takes a couple of hours, there's not really a whole lot else to do. But it's definitely well worth its fame. It was famous in the 11th century when it was featured in the Bayeux Tapestry, and it's still world famous today and well worth it, I think. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel on the road, and I'll see you at the next World Heritage Site.